that, but for the people who live in D.C., this is a big deal. Troy Presswood is part of Ward 8 Democrats, but he's also been a longtime friend of our show, The Final Five, and like it or not, as a native Washingtonian, this announcement comes down today. Give me your reaction.
I am super happy. I use the term on my socials. I said siced. And I'll let you, I know you've been here for 10 years. I'll let you use that term, siced.
Okay, right.
That's a local term.
I can use that now?
You can use it.
Okay.
You've been here 10 years. But the thing is, I think what your viewers need to understand is that those of us who are natives, who've been here, who've been with this team, who have stuck by this team through good and bad, who remember the old days. I grew up not too far from here on Benning Road. And I remember back in the day, we could walk from Benning Road to this location. If we had tickets, cool, we can get in.
Yeah.
But if not, you could just hang out here where we are right now and still feel the energy of this stadium. So I'm peacock proud. No, that's another network. But I'm peacock proud of the fact that the mayor and Josh Harris has announced that the Commanders are coming home.
Okay, so in terms of the construction, because it's not just about the stadium, it's about the ancillary development and housing. We know housing's been a big problem for D.C., a big concern. Yeah. There are some people that say that's not enough.
Right, right. Well, so let me just say this. No stadium, no housing, right? I mean, there are folks who are really pushing for new housing, and we need new housing. We know that we need new housing at all income levels in this town. But at the end of the day, there's no big catalyst to get this started other than the Commanders coming home. So to my friends who are complaining about the lack of housing, this is what's going to get it done.
Okay, so David mentioned that there have been some council members voicing objection. One of them is Charles Allen. We have a statement from Charles Allen's office that came down not too long ago today in terms of what he believes is going to be the state. And he says the proposal announced that is a bad deal for D.C. If passed as is, taxpayers will be on the hook for over $1 billion for a stadium surrounded by parking garages that would sit unused 335 days a year. In stark financial terms, at a time when the district is facing a recession and tens of thousands of workers are losing their jobs. Are any of his concerns there, are they legitimate?
Well, one thing you can say about Charles Allen is he is consistent. He has not been in favor of this stadium. He has not been in favor of doing anything here other than really letting this place rot. Now, he's going to say that's unfair, but the point is, if you really want to see housing, if you really want to see, this area be preserved, adding the green space, adding the new businesses, adding the new retail, the bars, the restaurants, all of that, you got to get a big catalyst. The mayor was very clear about that earlier. So I think you still need to have the Commanders here to help you do it. Now, let me be clear. We have to make sure it's a good deal for the district and for taxpayers. Right. The council has a role in this, and so I suspect that they will be looking through this with a fine-tooth comb. And if they see things that need to be shifted or changed, then they'll do that. Yeah. But let's not lose sight of what this will do for D.C., not just now, but in the future.
Well, this is the discussion that begins right now, and there are people like you who are passionate about it, and we've heard people on the other side. In fact, coming up at 5:30, you're going to hear from some of the people who say this is a bad deal for D.C. Regardless, we have more on that coming up in a bit. Troy, thanks. Good to see you again. Let's get into the studio right now. Marina, we continue to cover this story, all angles of it, and we'll check back with you coming up at 5:30.
Yeah, and Jim and Troy, to your point, let's ask the people what they want. Do you like the new Commander Stadium, that it'll be built in D.C.? Do you want it here? 68% of you right now voting yes. We've had this up since 2 o'clock. It started pretty split here, 50-50 between Maryland and D.C. And at this point, well over 2/3 of you believe it should be in D.C. We'll keep reviewing this throughout the hours here on Fox 5. It's, of course, the viewers, the people of this area that have the say, that get to say exactly what they want, and we'll keep checking.